Very good morning, everyone. So today our topic is 70 hours work week pros and cons. So in the fast-paced world of AI, it's past the phase where humans can compete against humans. Humans are competing against AI. So we have to up our game and should work overtime, should complete our jobs, and we have to make sure our jobs are not replaced by AIs. So I believe there should be a 7 days work week period so that our jobs will not be taken by AI and we can work with our capability. What do you guys think?
So 70 hours in a week can have both the advantages and disadvantages. Some of the advantages are like career growth and more money, and also increase our skill development. Some of the disadvantages are it can leads to increase the stress and also some health issues. That is my point.
All work and no place makes Jack very dull man. That means even though work is important with us, we should not make stress on it. We must have enjoyment and even work. I will not say that only work is life. Even we should complete work within the deadline. We can manage the work by enjoying even small things. We no need to work entirely 70 hours without enjoying. So by doing like that, we may get stress and any health problems like that. We can manage it by doing many activities like setting deadline, which means we should complete that work at that particular time, and after that by taking breaks. Even though the work is very much high, we must take break. It is very much important to complete or finish task. What do you think about it?
Yes, this is a valid point. Rather than giving ourselves this particular time to work, we must be allocated with some work and a deadline to finish that work. In that case, we don't need to like work for 10 hours, 12 hours a day, because we have got a deadline and we can actually work on that task whenever we feel free. And in this process, our ideas and our thought process also flow freely, and the productivity also increases in such cases.
Yes. I want to add one more point with you. By performing such 70 hours work, free work, we can increase the productivity. By increasing the productivity, we can slowly increase our economical growth. By spending much more time on such type of works, there may be some competitive spirit throughout the users. So, in the same way, actively participating in such type of activities, we can innovate new ideas. By in the same way,
Yes, of course, Sridevi, what you have said is correct, because in the 70 hours work means which it increases the productivity of the company also. Because as it was established by Narayan Murthy, who said the statement that every software should have the 70 hours work in a week, which helps to increase the mentality of the people. Because as he works, he also knows how to handle the pressure of the companies also. Because it may lead, but as it is not much more important to every time, it is based on the project. Sometimes if a project is more harder, then it should be applicable of 70 hours a week. Because as you see, 70 hours work if is less, so that we can't approach to that particular project. So my thing is it has both pros and cons, because it has both advantages and disadvantages also. So what you say?
I slightly disagree with you because even the work is very much high. We can share work among ourselves and we can finish our tasks easily. Not only depending upon one person completing all the tasks, it is very much easier to complete tasks by sharing among all the people.
Yes, I slightly agree with you, Jyoti. Last week, my father has read me a newspaper article where 90% of the software engineers are quitting their job due to the work stress. I believe that your point will make sure that they will divide the work and they will do it. But the competition among the engineers are so high, they are ready to throttle the other engineers so that we can get the positions. So we are competing against ourselves so that we can get the position of our higher ups. So that's why the period is increasing and people are getting more stressed about completing their own work first rather than other persons competing with them. So I believe the 70-hour work period is mainly among us our aim to compete with others. So, what do you guys think?
Yes, of course, Dani, what you have said is slightly agree because a software means it's a competition only. First thing, because when you become slow, you will anyone will cross you in the any type of. If you work slow, then you will be removed out of the company. That's at the same time, 70 hours will also be a very good because we don't know how much a project is bigger. When you see the real-time object, that's why it is implemented of 70 hours work in Infosys. Not really, but sometimes it may useful for the companies also. So it's based on the situations because all will not have the same mentality. Some may be slow, but 70 hours make you very quicker than others. If you want, for example, if you do a 70 hours work, for example, in a week, some for a particular project, but whenever there's a peak of time of movement where you unnecessary it came in hands to you, then you will be ready to do that work without any hesitation, or your mind will be ready for that particular project also. So I believe sometimes a 70 hours will be good for the people also.
What Mr. Narayanmurthy wants to say is that 70 hours work per day, youth, because India is almost India's most of the population is of youth. So what he wants to see India at the top in the market. Like he wants India to compete with top countries like Germany and Japan, because they have worked for many years and then they have reached the top position. But now he wants the youth of this generation to work 70 hours per week, and then make India place India in a top position, and then the next generations can relax on this work per week, and then they can be normal and work like how we are doing it now.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Sai. Even though Narayana Murthy said that, okay, we should work 70 hours a week, but at what cost? The health? India mostly contains youth, and they are the future of our country. But what if the youth has more deteriorating health? If the youth health is not good, what about the future of our country? Okay, they will work for 7 hours, and India will be prosperous, but at what cost? Their health, we can't balance during health, right?
Yeah.
Yes, what you said is absolutely correct. I agree with you. Another point I want to add is it does not mean that how much time we work, but it matters that how efficiently the work is done. Mainly that point. And even though there are some things which are done in a less time but efficiently. So, considering that point, there is no need to work 70 hours. But even with 1 hour, if we work efficiently, we can get better results.
Okay. Today's conclusion of the discussion: 70 hours a week is important for some projects, but it is not sustainable for long run, because when it goes for the long run, it may lead to the health of the particular people. So, as the conclusion is, it should be both balanced in our life. Sometimes, when it is necessary, we use that particular period of that time, and when it is not usable, we should not be use that time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.